what it is when it comes to shit like that. Oh Lord. But yes. Oh my gosh, it's been a minute since I did this. Hold on, my throat good. Episode 39 of the Braincast. Smart asses with smart mouths. I am your left side, Mr. Cedric the Creator, as well as
Soon to be your favorite beverage, if not already, the one and only Juice, aka the right side.
what? I almost forgot how to do that. I ain't gonna hold you. I
Tell you, it's
almost
been
forgot how
a minute. Boy, we ain't seen y'all in about a year.
yeah, okay. What we doing? I ain't seen you since last year. Bro, it's been about a week, bro. It's been about a week. All the New Year's jokes out the window by now. That's
Nah,
all.
facts. But for real, y'all, we ain't seen y'all since November.
It's been like a month and a
Mhm.
half, I want to say. So
Always. First and foremost, Happy New Year. Happy New Year,
happy
y'all.
New Year, y'all. Big
We're very,
2023 vibes.
very excited to be back. We're happy to see y'all. Happy y'all still rocking with the kids in the new year. Um,
Facts.
hope everybody had their good holidays. If you chose to do that, hope you got whatever you wanted for said holidays. If you do that, hope y'all was just safe and healthy. You feel me?
Facts. I mean, I guess we should start there. How was your holidays, man?
Holidays was cool. If you follow your girl on Twitch, you saw what we did on Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Ooh,
Um, and all I can say is Christmas was just I did my thing on Christmas for real. Like
love that.
that's probably the most like upscale thing I've made in a minute. So like Christmas dinner was fire. You feel me?
Love that for
Um,
you.
as far as the vibes went, it was cool as always. It was a nice little holiday on my own for the first time for real. So it was a vibe.
Love that. Love that.
Um, as well as like just getting into the new year, we started journaling again. We still doing that. We got a new journal for
Mm.
um, you know, we planning shit for the birthday, stuff like that. Like
Yes,
we take
sir.
the small things that make us happy and stuff like that. We back in the gym with it. Um, we tracking our weight loss, so to speak. I done lost hella fucking weights.
Love that for you.
It was like wow. But yeah, it's really just been like we embracing the new year for real. Whatever come with it, whether it be good, bad, blessing, lesson, we embracing the new year for real. But what about you, twin? How was your holiday?
I mean, for Christmas, Santa Claus gave me COVID, so that's wonderful.
Yeah.
That was great. That he smacked me Christmas Eve exactly. I woke up all
Oh
that.
fuck.
But lucky enough, it wasn't nothing too crazy. It was because even a regular cold for me is really just a stuffy nose here and there, and then I'm out of there in a couple hours. Really, like I don't get sick for real. Like I got a really very interestingly strong immune system. I really got to go out my way to get myself sick. Like you got me some crazy mixture of all kinds of germs to get me fucked up for real. But this time, for as far as COVID is concerned, it really was just what a regular cold would be for most people. I wasn't bedridden, but I had slight headache here and there. The first day I had some body chills, um, the sore throat, cough, and all that kinds of stuff. But I was good within, what was it, 5 days,
Yeah.
6 days, something like that. So recovered from it from there. So we cool. Um, we did Streamus, the third annual Streamus, first one on YouTube this year. That one was something because it was an experience on YouTube, for sure. Well, it's y'all copyright striking me left and right and taking VODs down left and right. It was an experience. It was an experience as far as that's concerned. But going into this new year that we're in, going into my final class of my college career, finally, I'm waiting for them to tell me something, because if y'all tell me anything but we got you on the list for graduation, I'm out of here. Y'all playing with me now. Now this is a game, because there ain't no way.
At this point, y'all just want me to stay.
No, at this point you trying to milk me, and no, I'm not a cow. I'm not a cow. We're not doing that. So it's either I graduate or I walk away this semester. So like I said, either way, this is my final semester. Whether it's me getting a degree or me getting a bill, it's one of the two. It's one of the two. So that's going down. We got all kinds of edited series coming out on the channel. The YouTube channel is gonna be in full effect for the first time since I honestly created it. I'm not gonna hold you. We did start off on that channel doing little PlayStation streams here and there, because just fell into streaming. But after that, I didn't really do much with it. So the actual YouTube journey that most content creators look into, I'm actually taking for the first time this year. So it should be interesting. As well as some editing jobs apparently coming my way sooner or later. It's a lot of new. It's a lot of firsts this year. It's a lot of firsts this year. Traveling this year. Got that planned. I want to go see baby girl in New York for our 1 year anniversary in April.
It's been a year already.
And it's about to be in a couple months, in about 4 months. I'm gonna be out there for that. I don't know how I'm gonna pull it off, but I need to pull it off as soon as I finish graduating. I'm not dislocating, but
Jesus.
Relocating for a little bit, because boy, college was a doozy. I need a break from life. I'm relocating for like a month or two somewhere. Where? But I need to be away from here for a little bit, so I can recharge and learn how it feels to be an adult without school for real. So we'll see how much that run my pockets and how I'm gonna get what I need in my pocket so they can take it out for that. We're gonna figure that out. Friendsgiving later this year too. The first annual one. We're actually planning that out right. So like I said, there's a lot. It's a lot of movement. It's a lot of firsts. It can be intimidating, overwhelming, anxious for most people in my position, but that's my word for the new year is self-trust. So trusting myself to go wherever the world brings me this year. You know what I'm saying? Trust that we'll be able to take care of it. So that's where we at. Happy 2023 to everybody. I hope everybody's in the same energy. Trust yourself to be able to handle whatever situations get thrown your way. And we're gonna learn, we're gonna grow, we're gonna flourish together starting this year. So that's the vibes when it comes to life. You know what I mean? So with all that being said, apparently we got a lot to catch up on. A lot to catch up on.
It's just crazy how every time we take a break, we're gonna be like, we're gonna refresh, we're gonna be recharged. It seems like the world just taking a deep breath, and then we gone for maybe like a week, and then all hell break loose.
I mean that's literally what happened that last month that we was gone. The verdict for the Megan Thee Stallion trial happened, which to this day got the whole world divided for some reason. We'll get into that. Logan Paul strikes again. That happened. I just learned that Wendy Williams might be another victim of a conservatorship, apparently. They might get her on that. It's a whole bunch of stuff going on right now to start off the new year for some reason. I guess first thing we should do is get into the finale of the Megan trial, being that that's the most famous clip on our damn channel for some reason. So if you don't know already, which I'm sure everybody does, but for the few of you that don't, we'll try to recap this whole situation that's happened. Back in 2020, there was an incident of the one and only Miss Megan Thee Stallion being shot in the foot over some altercation. At the time, we had no idea. But then that's when we heard about texts being sent out to Megan and Kelsey, who we know is the other young lady that was in the car, of Tori saying sorry, I didn't mean to do that, or whatever the case is. So, I mean, at the time, I assumed it was a open and shut case. My man admitted to it through text, pretty much. So I was like, okay, that's it. Then the internet blew up about how now, and people still running with this story, that apparently Jay-Z and Rock Nation made this to be a scheme to get Tory out of here, because and this is actually being pushed by Tory's father too, who was very emotionally energized after hearing the verdict of this trial. If you haven't seen the clips, hey, that man was going crazy. Clips all over the place about how he's vowing to see Rock Nation burn to the ground, and saying that Jay-Z and a group of conspirators put this into play because Tory didn't sign a deal with him, which I didn't even know Jay-Z was pursuing Tory back then, honestly.
Neither did anyone else.
So I don't know.
Respectfully, you feel me? You know, Tory's not a bad artist. At the very moment, I will separate the artist from the art, as we always do here. And he's not a bad artist.
He's not at all.
He never was. But like, he not Jay-Z aesthetic for Jay-Z to be looking. It's not that he not that nigga not Rock Nation worthy, nigga. You just not somebody that he would sign for real, because you're not like what he looked for.
No facts.
I would see him getting signed to like DJ Khaled and hopefully not getting hoed, but like
DJ Khaled living his best life. He ain't signed
like
nobody
DJ
else.
Drama or somebody, or hell just staying independent, or like getting signed to one of the big wigs, but you don't even give Rock Nation for you just pulling famous niggas out your ass at this point.
Who knows, bro? I mean, like I said, I thought it was open and shut case. He made it even more apparent with some of the stuff that happened during this trial, but I guess we'll try to break down some of the, top moments, at least in my eyes, of what happened during this trial. Now, while we go into this, let me set this disclaimer for the people like the comment sections. We are not a news podcast, okay? We are not a news podcast. Some of the facts some of the quote unquote facts that we may bring up during this conversation, it may be slightly wrong. I don't have notes for this right now. This is me going off the top of my head for some of these, because come on, a lot of those moments you can't necessarily forget, because it's woo. So I will be covering the moments that we found interesting in this trial that I believe led up to the verdict. If you want to add on to the conversation in the comments or in the live chat, feel free. This is a conversation for us all, but it's just that, a conversation. We're not a publication, okay? So don't come here for facts. Come here for an opinion.
Be in our comments acting an ass.
All right, I'm letting you know now. So first and foremost, the first moment that stuck out to me was when they got Meg on the stand. Meg on the stand, and she's talking about how, it's very weird for me to be up here discussing what we're discussing, because for the most part, Tory's lawyer had a two-pronged defense. Prong one, Megan be out here sleeping with everybody, and prong two, it was her best friend that shot her, not Tory. That was the defense.
Very cut and dry. Very didn't give a fuck.
That was the defense. So that defense was really being pushed before Megan got on the stand, which is why she got real emotional, talking about how we really up here talking about how who I sleep with. And the moment that stuck out to everybody, obviously, as well when she said she still can't believe that someone she gave her body to would shoot her. So now it's out in the air that Megan and Tory slept together. I'm sure a lot of people probably speculated it or probably knew it already or whatever the case is, but unless you hear it from the actual people in the situation, it's never official. Megan let it be known that that's what happened. So that was a whole big thing. And mind you, the defense already came out too. I don't remember if it was before or after her testimony. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. They came out with the information of that Megan has slept with multiple people at the time. I'm forgetting the names, but I think one of the names was what was it? What's his name? It was Ben point guard. He used to play for Philly. Well, I'm gonna forget his last name. Ben Simmons. There you go. One of them is Ben Simmons, apparently. And who else was it? I used to have it too. It's unfortunate, but yeah, it was multiple alleged partners, and it was revealed that apparently Megan has a history of swiping niggas from Kelsey, apparently. And now we go on to Kelsey's testimony, which is probably the biggest moment of this whole trial. Cause what the fuck was that?
Truly.
What the fuck was that? First and foremost,
I'm so confused.
First and foremost, her attorney pushed for her to get immunity before she even got on the stand, which already looks suspicious. Because what are you hiding from? No one suspected you at first.
At all.
No one suspected you at first. But you're pushing for immunity. Interesting. Then after you get your immunity, they asking you of the events of this night, and now you telling everything in clear detail, event to event to event. You know what I'm saying? Y'all going over to that little get together at Kylie's house. The situation of Tory trying to get at Kylie and Megan not necessarily being a fan of it because, you know, she's inebriated at the time, apparently, allegedly. Because from everything we heard in the trial, nobody can necessarily prove she was drunk or not. At least from what I heard. If it is confirmed, once again, let me know. But from Kelsey's recalling of the situation, Megan is inebriated and very annoyed that Tory is really out here hollering at Kylie. And if we're basing this off of the facts that we heard from Megan's testimony, they're sleeping together, so you can understand why she would potentially or allegedly be annoyed. And because of this, apparently, Megan is pushing Tory to leave with her, or whatever the situation may be. He ain't trying to leave. Kelsey and is it Tory's bodyguard or Tory's driver, whichever one it is. I think it's both, but I don't care. And if I remember, it was Tory telling the bodyguard or driver to take Megan home or whatever. Kelsey leaves with her, and then apparently Megan says, "Oh, she left her slipper at Kylie's house," which come on, shorty. Like the slipper though. The slipper though. If you really didn't care about the scene and the situation that you saw over there, and you make as much money as Megan does, you don't give a fuck about the slipper, bro. Go buy you another pair, or go get you another pair from your house. Like, bro, what the fuck? A slipper? You want to go back for the slipper? Whatever. They go back for the slipper apparently, and now Megan is way more adamant with Tory to leave with her. So now Tory lit. He hot. Because who knows, he probably was going somewhere with Kylie. And I guess the whole commotion caused Kylie to kick him out, something like that. once again, like I said, I'm just going off of what I remember. This might be all over the place, but it's still making sense, alright? And then this is the part of the story that apparently Kelsey just doesn't remember. Everything else in great detail. We remember everything. And then we get to the second car ride where the incident happens. We don't remember nothing. Now we pleading the fifth everywhere. Or I can't remember. I'm not sure. Or whatever the case is. Then they start pressing her on the stand about how we talked to you in September and you had a whole different energy about you. You want to play it? You want to act like when we got stuff like this on record? You want to play it? You want to see it? From what I know, they played it in court for both her and the jury. And then you come out and say that everything you said in September was a lie.
What Thugnificent said? Play it for the jury.
Play it for the jury. Oh, bro. Oh, my gosh. Oh, no, that was Gangsta-licious. That was Gangsta-licious. Gangsta-licious playing for the jury, bro.
There we go. What is this shit? Play it for the jury. And they played his shit for the jury, bitch.
Yeah, they played the shit for the jury. And then you completely denied everything. You plead the fifth here and there. And I don't remember, and correct me if I'm wrong, twin, if you remember. It was either this story was going around or whoever was cross-examining her brought up the fact of Tori offering to pay for her lawyer in this situation.
No, the story was going around.
I don't remember if this was in court or if this story was going around.
This was in court. I can't, like I'm saying, I don't remember that, but I do know motherfuckers was saying that.
Yeah, P, that story was definitely going around. Which kind of, I mean,
and then offered to pay for your lawyer.
Yeah, because according to Megan, this man Tori offered both of y'all $1 million each in hush money. And then they asked Kelsey this question: if Tori offered to give you $1 million, you say, I can't remember. You can't remember. You could have pleaded the fifth on that too. You've been pleading the fifth all afternoon, but you can't remember if you got given $1 million. So now I think I remember hearing the story about her lawyer being paid by Tori before I heard this, and I was like, at this point, you making me feel like Tori paid for your lawyer. Like he did something for you. He did something. Cause like I said, you was adamant in September during the first interview that Megan was shot by Tori. You texted Meg's folks 911. Hurry up! It's an emergency. Tori shot Meg. All this, but then we get into court now. You remember everything that happened except the actual incident, and that you didn't necessarily see nothing. You weren't looking in the direction or whatever the fuck she said when the situation happened. You said you heard the shots, you didn't see them. I think it was something like that. And then everything else, you plead in the fifth.
That's what I've heard.
Which I don't know why you plead in the fifth if you already granted immunity, but you know, I guess I'm not the one who necessarily understands law like that. So, and I can't necessarily say that you were saying you were pleading the fifth because you were scared of perjury, because everything else that you did answer, damn near perjury already. So right now it's a mess. You understand it's a mess. That was probably the last thing I needed to do was to put her on the stand, because right now, instead of helping, even if it was supposed to help Tori, it did the complete opposite. It did nothing for that man, and it made you look worse, because now the next big moment we have was Mr. Shane. I don't remember his last name, the person who called the 911 call and shit, and all this happening in his driveway. So when I heard he was gonna take the stand, I said, "Oh, it's a wrap. Tori going to prison." I ain't gonna hold you. The moment I heard that man was about to testify, I was like, "It's over for Tori, bro." Because if he saw everything, and he's giving a good description of the events that's going on. It's up for Tory. It's up for Tory. And now, mind you, during these court proceedings, or at least leading up to these court proceedings, this man goes and has a public scuffle with August Alsina. You're not making yourself look good right now. Why would you go have a scuffle with August Alsina the way that you did
about that shit.
when you was on the road for doing something like that, but a little bit more extreme than Megan? You don't know how to defend yourself, do you, when it comes to the legal courts? You know what I mean? Like, if you... That's like... I'll put it in these terms. That's like your girl pulling up to you saying how her girlfriend said that she know that you cheating and she saw you out there with another girl hugged up, booed up, or whatever the case is, and you denied every fact of it. She go out to go grab some McDonald's or something and come back to the house or with a random girl in the house with you on the couch. Like, bro, what you doing? What you doing? It make no sense. If you're in court for an aggressive act, why would you go and commit another aggressive act in public? They ain't even get to the verdict yet. They ain't get to the verdict yet. And you was out here pushing up on August. Why? Cause he ain't say hi to you? Tori, you want to go to prison. I ain't gonna hold you. You want to go to prison. Like, at that point, it's not even about the facts anymore. It's not even about the evidence. You're showing proof that you have the ability to participate in an aggressive act like what happened to Megan's foot and that bullet that entered it. You were laying it out for the prosecution at that point. You did it to yourself. And now we come over to Shane's testimony, right? And talking about how he remembers seeing a short man, seeing a muzzle flash around a short man, and he swears that he saw a muzzle flash coming from another young lady. Because before even all that, he remembers that they came out, and which I thought was a bit extreme and dramatic, the way that he talked about it, about how a young lady, a short man, and a big man came out, and they jumped this other girl like they were prepared to toss her body in the river. I was like, hey, yo, what? And mind you, this is not verbatim. This is from what I can remember from the statements that I heard. But still, that's some very crazy claims. But I can understand how bad jumping somebody can look. So, and maybe he's not someone who has a history of being around jumpings or have been jumped or jumped someone. So something like that could be kind of crazy in those kind of areas. Because mind you, we're only a couple blocks from Kylie's place, so I'm pretty sure this ain't the hood we talking about.
It's just some streets.
You know what I'm saying?
Not no streets. Some streets.
So he says that he swears he's seen a muzzle flash coming from the lady. He knows for sure that there was a muzzle flash that came from the short man. And then there's the whole argument of the gun residue being found on both Tory and Kelsey, which that was a point of contention for a while. Because of course the defense was trying to pull the whole thing of there's gun residue on both Tory and Kelsey because Tory was trying to stop Kelsey from shooting Meg and that whole thing. But that's what I remember hearing. Gun residue travels pretty quick, so if you're in the vicinity of someone who shot a gun, it'll definitely be on you. Something of that nature, some of that explanation. And then the big moment that sent this man to prison, the apology call.
Yeah.
That apology call.
We listened to that when we went to lunch simply because it came up on our timeline, and I was like, wow, where was this remorse in your voice the entire remainder of this case?
Yup.
Because it's like listening to it in the beginning, you were like, wow, you really gave a fuck and you were really sorry. What the fuck happened?
From what I heard, that apology call was part of the opening statement of the prosecution, which I was like, if
As it
that's
should.
the case, why'd we even go to trial? Why'd we go to? We have the apology call. We have text. You know what I'm saying? Well, Tory's camp was probably adamant that y'all taking stuff out of context or whatever the case is, so they had to go to trial. But
You can say
like,
that, but we got this bitch from beginning to end.
no facts. Like the prosecution said too, they listened to that call multiple times and they can't find anything else that he could be talking about, because sure, he didn't necessarily say that he was talking about shooting the shooting of Meg's foot and all that, but trying to find context while listening to that call, you can't tell if he's talking about anything else. Well, not necessarily can't tell. You really can't take away anything else. It couldn't be anything else. You know what I mean? Like I said, the defense wasn't all that amazing anyway. Yeah.
Getting around the fact that we was like, what? Who hates you? Like, what are we talking about? What else could you possibly be talking about?
Right.
And then for Kelsey to be like, we at the hospital, what else could you possibly be talking about?
Right. We in the hospital. And you was talking about how no, Kelsey was talking about how, we try and do something because, probably the next couple hours, Meg's name gonna be all over like the tabloids or whatever the case is. And Toy's like, nah, if anything, my name's gonna be in the tabloids, not Meg's. What would we be talking about? Baking cookies? Come on now. Come on now, Toy. So after that, yeah, they got you on 3 charges. They got you out of here. I think one of them was discharging a firearm with what was it? What kind of negligence was it? It was some kind of negligence. I forgot the wording. I'm not in law. They got him for gun possession too, if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm.
And what else? Where's the charges? I think I got it. Hold on. Give me a second. Here it is. Okay, they got him for assault with a semi-automatic firearm, having a concealed firearm in a vehicle not registered, and discharge of a firearm with gross negligence. Those are the charges they got him on.
Oof.
They got him all 3. So I mean,
it didn't have to be like that.
I mean,
after Meg done said on multiple occasions throughout multiple different times in this case, I wasn't gonna tell nobody you did this.
Not at all. But then again, also,
and then you went to the blogs and decided to put me face first over hot coals for some reason.
And
if not you, there's somebody on your team, and instead of you stopping it, you just went with it. You rocked with it because
you ran with it.
You let a motherfucker put a bug in your ear, or you got scared, or whatever. And whatever you knew me to be as a person, which is apparently somebody who would never do that to you, that shit went out the fucking window.
Facts. And then on top of that, which is a big part too that I don't think I mentioned, according to Kelsey, Megan pushed Kelsey to get with Tory, which they did. And then apparently, I forgot what sickness it is. I think it was COVID. It said that she went back to Houston to nurse herself back to health from COVID or whatever sickness it was. And during that time is when Megan got with Tory and they had their thing. So when we come back to the incident, when they got in the car the second time and Tory was hot, that's when he came out and said, you need to stop lying to your girl. And she's like, what you talking about? And that's when Tory told Kelsey that him and Meg been sleeping together behind her back. and that's what started the altercations and stuff like that in the car. Because apparently they stopped once so they can duke it out. I think it was, or something like that, and then it got back in the car the second time. It was something like that. I don't remember. Or they all happened all in the same driveway, some of that nature. I don't remember every single part of these events, but that whole argument in the car. Megan came for Tori's career. He wasn't having that. Emotions is high, and then what happened. So, I mean, this whole case, this whole situation is all over the place. It's a lot. It's a lot.
It's been a lot since the beginning. It's too many moving pieces in this case,
right?
That are unnecessary.
Very unnecessary.
Like extremely unnecessary. It's like, oh, excuse me. You're adding in people and timelines and stories and extra shit and shit that happened afterwards and conversations and old conversations and new conversations and all this other shit when, like we said, all you needed was that phone call.
The phone call, the text, because the text corroborates the exact same shit you said in the apology call.
And context. And that's truly it. And just like what they did, it took them, 3 days to deliberate? Something like that?
Something like that.
And that's all they needed. And 3 days, I'm pretty sure, was... Okay, we finna get him on. What can we really pin everything? Because I'm pretty sure that 3 days was more so, can we really give him all 3 of these charges? Does this... the nigga guilty. But can we really give him all 3 of these charges? Let's see real quick. And you did. And I feel sorry for your family. Not your father, because he acting an ass.
Right.
I feel sorry for your son, who had to watch his father go to jail because you chose to bring him in. You just felt so confident. I feel sorry for that baby. I feel sorry for your family.
Dude. But at the same time, not to cut you off, I'm just like, why would you do everything that you did knowing damn well you got a son to take care of at home? Why would you do that?
That was finna be my point.
Like, come on now. As a parent, you gotta do what you gotta do for your kids, you know what I'm saying? But why would you put yourself in a position to get mad and to do the things that you did? Like, listen, I'm not gonna sit here and act like Meg didn't do some bad things in this situation. Not as bad to go to prison for, alright? You know what I'm saying? Playing around with your homegirl's man and all that kind of stuff, if that's true, because I can't confirm nor deny.
Right.
But if that is true, you playing around with your girl's man is foul. And then in the car coming after you, that man's career the way that you did is kind of crazy. It's a little bit of an ego trip. But once again, I know everyone's emotions is high. Going for his career, I think kind of corroborates that she was drunk, because I don't know Megan personally, but from what I've seen of Megan, I don't think she's one to be pulling that kind of card on anybody like that. So I believe she could have got a couple sips in. She could have been a little, at least tipsy, if not drunk. She could have been tipsy, so she could have been a little wild at the mouth that night because of it.
Nothing warrants you doing that to her, bro.
Oh, nothing. Never. I understand that someone might say some crazy stuff to you in an argument, but shooting someone in the foot for it is crazy. You know what I mean? That's the thing. You can't shoot somebody for that. You know what I'm saying? Whatever situation you had with August Alsina or whatever, he didn't say hi to you or whatever, trying to go jump that man, that's not warranted. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that.
For him to still beat your ass and you got him jumped is crazy. He still beat your
ass. Bro, I'm like, I know a lot of people are trying to pull for Toy right now and saying that he set up. The justice system failed him or whatever the case is. If you ask me, I 100% believe that the justice system is rigged to a certain extent, right?
Oh, absolutely.
That is no question. We all know this. But at the same time, this ain't one of those situations. This was a black man versus a black woman, first and foremost. And side note, damn near all the men in the hip hop industry that made some kind of song or at least threw in a line in a song about y'all thinking Megan is lying is crazy. Y'all are nuts. Yeah, y'all.
Drake real quick.
Nah, Drake especially. What you doing?
That nigga is insane.
Remember when he used to be the only nigga speaking for women?
You tried to do that too. You literally dropped a verse like that on the same fucking album that a couple songs later you what? Aubrey,
you next level, bro. You next level. I don't get it. Like, I want to know, and we'll leave it at that. Maybe we'll discuss it afterward. If anything, we'll just wrap up this Megan Thee Stallion shit. But I just want to know the moment where he turned from ladies man to fuck boy. You know what I'm saying? What I mean by ladies man is, he was the guy that showed his emotional side in music and stuff like that. He used to speak on for the ladies, and you know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about. We talking Take Care Drake. We talking Best I Ever Had Drake. You know what I'm saying? We talking what's his face? What's the twerk song he dropped? Well, for the ladies. I don't remember the name of it, but you know what I'm talking about. The one you said what?
One Dance?
Not One Dance. Like
Nice for What?
Nice for yeah. That's Drake. Like that side of him. Cause I don't think it went away. I think he just said fuck it.
I think he
just said fuck it.
I don't know. I think we watched him go from like somebody who was humbly talking his shit to bitch, do you know who I am? I think we literally watched it happen.
Definitely.
We was just like, nah, he ain't gonna do that. And he literally did it.
I think it came with the beard.
Nah, why you fucking playing? It might have.
I'm telling you, I think it came with the beard. When his beard started grabbing inches, because he had the beard for a little bit. He had the beard like my beard. For folks who've seen my beard, it's not long. It's full. It's full enough.
Give it credit to the beard and the Meek Mill beef, because after that beef, that nigga grew that beard and Meek Mill just went insane. So I don't know.
Yeah, because that was the beef that gave him street cred. So now he thought he was that nigga. He thought he was that nigga because Meek Mill was the voice of the streets. He been the voice of the streets for a minute.
And now he's just a crackhead for real. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, now he's been a walking meme for a little bit. Like, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Meek. But around that time, he started growing out the beard. He put the heart in his head, and then he said "fuck it" and got braids. So yeah, it was around somewhere over there that happened. But nah, I don't know. I know I saw a couple people on social media saying it too. They're saying that everybody who made a verse on a song or said anything about Megan lying, only to come out and give an apology.
And if they don't, babe, not gonna lie, sue them.
I don't think anybody's apologizing if I'm keeping it 100%. Hip hop has been a man's sport for the longest, and we know.
Blog set up there and lied, because we not gonna forget the blogs that the day before the verdict dropped was like he won. We not gonna forget that. Rack it up.
But nah, yeah, it's a man's sport, and we've had misogyny in hip hop for since the birth. I ain't gonna hold you, well, not I don't say since the birth. That's a lot. I'd say maybe since like
Yeah,
late 80s, early 90s. I feel like
gangster rap
the
gave
gangster
birth
right.
to misogyny
Yeah,
in
the full blown misogyny for sure. So it's been in the game for a while, and at this point, it's a root in the game that niggas is hard headed about. So I don't think nobody's apologizing to Megan at all. I feel bad for her because no matter what happened in this situation, who's right, who's wrong, whether the court got it right or wrong, she still got shot in the foot for no fucking reason. Okay? She got shot in the foot for no reasonable reason. Right? Even if the argument was her fault, an argument should never lead to someone getting shot in the foot, man.
like, and like she said, it's not warranted for anybody. But like me, after what we done, me for real.
That's
Like,
crazy. It's a crazy thing, bro. But I mean, I'm glad that she's getting the justice that she deserves. We're gonna see on I think it's the 26th or the 28th. I don't remember which day it is. One of those 2 days is when we'll hear the sentencing for Tory to see how long he going away, because he might be gone for, at max, I remember hearing 22 years in a couple months. I think it's the max. So we all know, but we'll see.
It had been 40, but they dialed it back. Should have gave him that shiesty sentence.
We'll see in a couple weeks how long he gonna be gone. But on top of that, speaking of people fucking up, Logan Paul is back to doing Logan Paul shit.
Oh my god.
For folks who haven't heard, Logan has been put in hot water over this CryptoZoo situation. Now, you may not know what this CryptoZoo situation is, so I'll break it down the best that I can. And pretty much what really sparked the conversation of it is Coffeezilla. For folks who don't know, he's I want to say like a deep dive commentary channel. I think he really focuses on like finance and cryptocurrency stuff like that, if I remember hearing correctly. He did a 3-part series investigating and exposing Logan Paul's quote unquote cryptocurrency scam. If you ask me, it's not a scam. I'll break down why. I watched it so you don't have to, but once again, as I always do, I like everybody to make their own opinion. So if you look in the description down below, I have the playlist of all 3 parts of his series that he did. So you go check that out. Well, I'm talking about, I got some points from it to kind of like, give you a little spark notes to just understand the basis of the situation, as well as the aftermath. Because the aftermath is, once again, Logan Paul doing Logan Paul stuff. Because oh my gosh, Logan, bro. Oh my gosh, Logan, bro.
It's after the forest, bro. You think you can't get no worse?
Nah, and the thing is, he just started getting people's good graces back, because everybody thought for some reason, everyone thought for some reason that he's changed. And before we get into that, I'm gonna address exactly that. I do not believe that Logan has changed. I believe that he's starting to grow up a little finally. Is he growing up as fast as some may want? Probably not. Like at the rate that I would expect him to, that he should. He nah, bro. that ain't it, dog.
That's just like blame is to put on him for that. It's also meant like be put on like the fact that even though yes, this can only go so far, you done been in a public eye forever, and you got big off of doing stupid shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like he's
So
been
it's
doing.
like
It's
you
part
gonna
of
always
the.
revert back to what you feel is safe, even if it's in like the slightest inkling of it. And if you think like this is stupid shit, basically, like this is just advanced dumb shit.
100%. So pretty much this situation is. So first and foremost, and I wish I could find a response, but damn, I should have downloaded it too. I'll tell you why I can't find the response. We want to talk about all this. So first and foremost, um, August 18th, 2021. Logan comes on his Impulsive podcast and mentions this amazing project that he's been working 6 months on, and that him and his team has put in $1 million plus into really developing, and it's a fresh take on the NFT market, and it's this game that makes you money. Calls it CryptoZoo. So
Hmm.
he goes on to do what Logan does best, and he's pushing this thing. He's going everywhere. This is gonna be the next big thing. It's amazing. Like it's not like regular play to earn NFT projects, because there are other projects out there where you can kind of you play the game to earn NFTs and earn the coin and stuff like that. But he's like, what's different is this isn't RNG generated images. All of it is handmade. I had 10 artists working over 6 months, bro. Hand making all of this. Anybody can just make a digital asset or whatnot. But
It's
I
give
6 months, bro.
Fire Festival.
6 months, bro. 10 artists handmade, which come to find out people looked into it, and it looks, it's pretty much just fused Adobe stock images. But
That's funny. At least they weren't using AIs because oh boy, the artist really would have been on your head.
bro, like it's crazy, which is like I said, that's one of those things. So, and mind you, and I learned this from the Coffeezilla series. Once again, like I said, if you want to look into it for yourself, you can look into the description down below. I have the link to that 3-part series playlist that he created on his channel. You can watch it for yourself if you want to learn about this whole situation.
Excellent.
From what Coffeezilla found out himself, and he actually covered, was he did this CryptoZoo thing right off the bat of another failed NFT project that he did. This thing called, what was it called? Dink Doink. Which
What?
what the fuck is that name?
Wingdings. What the fuck?
Dink Doink. Which pretty long story short, I won't delve into all that. It's this NFT project that apparently the way that he was promoting it, he was kind of acting like it was something he found online, that he really liked it, and he started endorsing it. But apparently, come to find out, him and his team had ties to it, and Logan Paul himself created Dink Doink, and he just left the project. He just disconnected from the project. So everyone who invested in it just was completely shit out of luck. So
oh my god.
I think. So then we have CryptoZoo.
Money.
Yeah, people. I'm telling you, a lot of people like the kid. Because the thing is, and I'll go more into this after I explain everything. Logan isn't a bad person. He's just a spoiled brat.
Absolutely.
That's all this is.
I feel like you've never heard no, just like fully no.
Mm.
It's always been not yet, give me a minute, or just a flat out yeah. Or you haven't even had to ask for it. You just be like, you fucking think about it and it happened. And I'm like, bruh, so that's why, like, and you have the mindset to do other stuff, clearly, because you're doing just that.
Right.
But, like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah. So he launches CryptoZoo, right? So I'll explain to y'all just how CryptoZoo works pretty much. So there's this in-game currency that you buy. It's called Zoo or Zoo Coin, right? You use the Zoo to buy these egg NFTs. So like the bulk of the game is you getting these egg NFTs, and they hatch to become two animals, and then from there you could breed these animals to make hybrids, and depending on the rarity of the hybrids and the animals is that dictates how much daily yield or daily zoo coins that you get from them. And then what you do from there is you can burn the hybrids to get the zoo coin back to where you can either choose to reinvest or cash out. Pretty much that's how the whole system is supposed to work. That's the gameplay cycle, quote unquote. Now, once again, like I said, the problem with that is we do talk infused Adobe stock images. So where's the 6 months of work, bro, from your 10 artists and whatnot. And even Coffeezilla said this. So he's like, you said that you put $1 million plus into this project. We obviously see it's not in the art, right? It's not in the art. It can't necessarily be in the actual like blockchain mainframe like system or whatnot, because he pulled the like pretty much it's like a crypto Carfax pretty much to look at the code, and apparently most of the code is a fork, what they call it in that, which is pretty much just copies of codes from other crypto systems and stuff like that. So obviously the money wasn't in the code. So where did the $1 million go? You know what I'm saying? That we don't know, but we're going to find out. So launch day comes November 3rd, 2021, hatch day. That's the day that the game was supposed to launch, right?
It's such a whack ass launch name.
That, bro.
You really just sound like that fucking Facebook game where you have like you're breeding baby dragons.
Bro, that's the crazy part. Launch day comes. First day, the community, we talking, I'm guessing his supporters or whoever else is in the crypto stuff. First day, $2.5 billion worth of eggs bought.
Jesus Christ.
First day. We're talking first day. Mind you, throughout this situation, people are just continuously buying and trying to hatch and all this kinds of stuff. Well, first and foremost, you can either buy outright or you can use like Ethereum, which I think is a very big like crypto coin on the crypto scene or whatever. Apparently, from what Coffeezilla reported, there were plenty of people who bought eggs with Ethereum who on day one couldn't even hatch. You couldn't hatch.
Insane.
You couldn't hatch. So pretty much you just sat there with an egg that you just looked at. You couldn't do shit with. You paying all this money through Ethereum, because I'm assuming that you putting money into the Ethereum and then using the Ethereum to buy the eggs or buy whatever the heck you're choosing to buy. That's what I'm assuming is the way it works. And you can't even hatch. And mind you, and he even interviewed some of the people that got affected by this situation. And mind you, he had like 6 people on there. From 6 people alone, we're talking $750,000.
Jesus Christ.
One of them put $500,000 into that CryptoZoo in Aussie dollars. Ain't work out.
Logan.
Like,
Logan.
bro.
Come on, bro.
Bro, wait, bro. It gets better. Like I said.
What do you mean it gets better? What do you mean?
Like I said, just listen. So, according to Helicopter Bob, which is one of the people that he interviewed, that invested in the whole crypto thing, from what he said, that if you even looked at the contract, there wasn't even a clear statement clarifying that you were even yielding zoo, which means that you were even making zoo, nor was there necessarily a way to claim your earnings. Even in the contract on launch day, nothing's working.
Oh my god.
Nothing is working. We're talking on launch day, nothing's working. So, because, like I said, first day, $2.5 million worth of eggs is being bought. The market cap on this Zoo coin is reaching over $2 billion. Now, if you don't know what I mean by market cap, long story short, that's what proves the value of certain crypto coins and stuff like that. So that dollar amount should tell you something. Over 2 billion. Over 2 billion. So it's looking great. The game don't work. CryptoZoo plummets 63% in value in 24 hours, and Logan goes silent. We don't even hear him promo it on a pod no more. We don't hear him going on no press tours, nothing. He don't say nothing. People out here, hundreds of thousands of dollars gone, stuck in this game. Just sitting in the game. You can't cash out. You can't do nothing with it. Logan's not saying anything.
You are.
Wait for it. A month later, we started seeing Logan on a press tour again. He's pushing. We got this new project that's working. It's about to go crazy. It's one of the best projects that ever put out. Like it's gonna go crazy. So everybody's like, what? I think he's finally about to make this marketing push for CryptoZoo. That's what everyone's saying. Okay, it looks like we got it fixed and we really pushing now, right? We really pushing now.
Because that's what it should be, right?
A video comes out where he was talking to someone about the project and they're asking, he's like, "Oh, is it that thing with that egg, that zoo stuff?" He's like, "Oh, no.
He said absolutely not. Immediately no. Don't even ask me about that shit. What?
Month after launch day of CryptoZoo, this man Logan went and launched 99 originals. It's another NFT project. I think it's like with art pieces and stuff like that.
Billionaire Boys Club.
But the crazy part is, from what I have heard, 99 originals went off without a hitch. Like that went well.
Good.
That's great.
Now, use that to reach people.
But there's still people, hundreds and thousands of dollars out of CryptoZoo coin out here. And you done moved on to a whole nother project.
A whole nother project.
For
the second time.
For the second time. So why? We all wondering why. Where'd the $1 million go? Why did CryptoZoo plummet the way that it did? What's going on? Well, Coffeezilla, mind you, this whole investigation is over the course of a year. He put in a year's worth of research before this series even came out. Because mind you, this happened in 2021. This joint just dropped at the end of 2022. So he goes to look into it, right?
Right.
And mind you, after he was getting the backlash after 99 Originals, everyone's like, what the hell happened to CryptoZoo? Logan is going on this whole tour about how it's not even my fault. There's bad actors in the crypto space, all kinds of stuff. According to Logan, his lead developer took his source code for CryptoZoo and fled to Switzerland and held it hostage for $1 million.
Oh my god. You literally can't write shit like this.
Like, keep getting better. I'm not done. So Coffeezilla tracks down this developer and talks to him. And allegedly, according to this developer, which we refer to as Z, he's saying that in the first place, he was never paid. He was never paid for his work. According to him, he's burning $50K daily, over 30 developers trying to get this code together, and he's getting no kind of reimbursement from Eddie. Who's Eddie?
Who the fuck is Eddie?
Who's Eddie, right? Where is this name coming from?
No,
And
sitting here is trying to figure out who the fuck Eddie is.
and then apparently there's another developer that from Blockchain Center that also helped on the project. That's like, yeah, Eddie told us that we was gonna get paid. We didn't get paid. So who's Eddie?
Eddie?
Eddie Ibanez. This is guy. Eddie Ibanez. That's his full. That's his name. It sound. You said what's name?
He sound made up.
Keep that in mind. So
what?
Eddie? Wait for it.
What do you mean by that?
You go here. You go here. So Eddie Ibanez, after Coffeezilla initially does research on this man, apparently, according to everything that we can find, he's allegedly an orphan who worked and made it into MIT, graduated from MIT, became a data scientist and cybersecurity expert for the CIA, which from there, using his expertise and smarts, aided the Philadelphia Eagles in winning the 2018 Super Bowl.
Huh?
And many other feats, allegedly.
So the Philadelphia Eagles cheated? That's how they won the Super Bowl? That's what you're telling me?
I don't know about cheated, but...
Then how the fuck he helped them?
Apparently he was there. He was part of their sports analyst team and stuff like that. He led them to victory. Apparently, allegedly, right?
Is this man?
People's really with it.
How old is he?
Who, Eddie Ibanez? From the pictures that I've seen, he looked like he's probably young 30s.
Nigga, did you work everywhere for like a year? What the hell?
The thing. So, if this guy's so great, why didn't he work for these developers to get paid? You know what I'm saying? So they really scour the internet. They're really researching. And Coffeezilla comes across this reporter who was looking into Eddie Ibanez, where they find out that his whole story is fake. Remember what you were talking about? And the funny part is how you found out was when he was doing research on Eddie Ibanez, he came across this Fox News clip where Eddie was on there with his wife and his children or whatever, and they're showing the Fox News folks this rice pudding recipe, right? So of course they start off, okay, how'd you come up with this rice pudding recipe? So his wife goes, well, I learned it from his mother. Wait, huh? His mother?
Right.
He's an orphan.
Right. You mean his foster mom?
No. Not only is his mother not dead, mother is alive and well and in his life. So what else are you lying about? They go to fact check with MIT. They have no record. They have no records of his tenure at MIT.
You didn't go to college either? You're an uneducated non-orphan?
They try to contact the comms teams with the Philadelphia Eagles. Both the Philadelphia Eagles and the Miami Dolphins say that they have never worked with this man.
Well, I guess you didn't work for you lied about working with the Dolphins of all people.
And the funny part is, they do have record of him possibly coming in to do a presentation with the Eagles, like March 2018, I believe. But this is after the Super Bowl. So obviously your claim of helping them win the Super Bowl is completely false and fabricated.
What are we doing?
So now, how did this man get any kind of stature? This man apparently is so smooth with words that he convinced even the owner of the New York Yankees of his work.
No.
Across the board.
No.
In the sports world.
Please.
This man, the owner of the New York Yankees, had this man on for a keynote. A university keynote.
No.
And this man, mind you, we saw the clip. Like I said, if you want to see this stuff, you can check out the series. This man is going on about how the way he helped the Philadelphia Eagles win the Super Bowl is because originally they said they didn't know where to put you. But one of the sports science guys said, "I have some data. I'm interested." So
that sounds illegal.
So the thing we were trying to solve was, as players are running around, right? They get a certain fatigue level. Like think Street Fighter. When you're fighting and the red bar at the top that's supposed to be your health starts to go down every time you hit. You're hit and stuff.
Compare professional athletes to
so he sure as hell did. So we're trying to figure out on how to break the code on how to really mitigate on an injury level that fatigue. All in a university keynote with the owner of the New York Yankees. He's getting his rocks off.
Ain't no way, bruh.
And that's not the only person that he fooled, mind you. He's convinced Chris Birch and Todd Morley. You may not know these people, but these are firm CEOs we're talking about. Successful firm CEOs that have made hundreds of millions of dollars off of their certain assets and deals that they have made over the years. You've convinced these people that your story is correct and truthful and factual, apparently, and people are vouching for you. Chris Birch and Todd Morley vouched for this man.
You bastard.
What does all this have to do with Logan Paul? When we come over and we try to talk to Logan, because Coffeezilla did reach out to Logan for comment, can't find him. I think Logan has him blocked on Twitter. So what's the next best thing you do? You reach out to his manager. What's his name? His manager, Jeff Levin, reaches out to his manager about this man Eddie, and he's telling him, he's like, did you know that his whole NFL side of his story is a lie? He said, what, the NFL? Seriously? Like, yeah. It's like, well, I'm not really all into the football stuff or whatever. I'm not into the football world, but I am in the business world, and I had people vouch for him, and we really verified with people in my connects in the business world. So he said, so you mean people like Chris Birch and Todd Morley? He's like, yeah. So you had knowledge that he's potentially complete cap, yet you hired him. So now he's the lead developer connect, because mind you, the developers had no contact with Logan. Beforehand, you would think Logan's running the show. He's not. He has people in place for this. The person he has in place is this legendary professional con man who promises $1 million to your lead developer and $350K to your other aid of a developer, and they never get their money. What's going on?
What is going on?
So of course he asks Jeff Levin also, these developers are saying that you owe them $1 million or whatever. I didn't want to run a story that was wrong. Can we get a comment? Right? I'm not even gonna spark notes this part. I want y'all to see this for yourself. I'm gonna show it to you. And you can make whatever inference that you want to make after you see this.
Any references? All right. To this? None of them.
Hello?
Hey, Jeff. Hey, sorry to bother you. This is Steven with Coffeezilla. I'm calling because I've heard reports that CryptoZoo hasn't paid their development team, and I'm just reaching out for comment before I do this story.
As you should. As a reporter, you should.
Team, and they just wanted to... I just want to follow up on that.
I have no comment for it.
Right.
Okay, are you guys denying it, or are you saying it's not true?
Just no comment. I don't think that the information is true.
Okay, because
So that's your comment. You would say that your comment is that the information is not true, and this is you verifying that it is not correct, right?
Correct.
Right. You think it would stop there?
It should.
Okay.
They're saying $1 million hasn't been paid in development for CryptoZoo, and Logan Paul said publicly
think he
that it
just
has
laughed.
been paid.
No.
So, I mean, it's pretty serious accusation, and obviously, I don't want to just run a story. If you guys have a whole side to your story here,
Your job as someone that is reporting news is to actually verify correct news.
right? That's why I'm
Am I
calling
not
you.
doing that right now?
I know,
Mhm.
and that's legal grounds for that stuff. So I'm just
What?
telling you, legally, you have to report correct
see what you're
news
saying?
with verifiable information.
Right. That's
Mind you, this is a talent manager. This is a
What?
talent manager. This is the manager of Logan Paul, the man that is
What do you-
managing currently the WWE superstar Logan Paul. This is who we're talking about here. Jeff Levin is Logan Paul's actual manager. This is a talent manager that we have a conversation here of. This is what this is. This is what this is.
That's why I'm calling you. They've given me a
Yeah,
lot
and
of things, a lot of evidence.
Okay, well, okay, you can have the evidence you want, but I'm just letting you know, if you report anything on us, I appreciate your business, I appreciate you as a person, and I'm just telling you, from a legal standpoint, as we've been advised always, is if anybody reports fake news, that's where we won't,
Yeah, this call was a mess. Jeff, Logan's manager, seems to be implying that I'm not allowed to repeat allegations his own development team made, even though Logan can go on podcasts and publicly accuse those developers of stealing his code. Not only
Right.
that, he's the one who refuses to provide any evidence, but seems to sort of be implying that maybe we'll sue you if you tell this to anyone, which he then denies doing when I ask him if that's what he's doing.
told you I have no comment to it. Telling you once again, from a legal standpoint, you have to report truth. If you do not verify truths, then you're just allegations, and those then will be handled the way that we want to handle them.
Wait, so
That's
you're
it.
saying
Simple as
you
I
refuse
have
to
no
give me
comment.
proof
I
that
have
the
no comment.
allegations aren't true, but if I report on the
I have no
allegations,
comment.
you guys might sue.
No, I did not say that. I did not say that.
Oh,
I said, once again,
I'm trying to read
no
between the
comments.
lines.
Don't read between the lines.
Okay.
Listen
Okay.
exactly.
You see, when you go and tell someone don't read between the lines like that in the context that we have here, you just show jazz. That's what that is.
You definitely did. Like, bro,
you-
what?
You just show jazz.
Entire thing just had me like, what? What are you talking about?
And you talking about some listen to exactly what I'm saying. You just said that don't read between the lines, listen to the exact words that you're saying. And then you continue to imply that if you talk about this, we're going to sue.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to say the exact words. People understand context, and people can understand what anyone is leading to if they understand vocabulary and word choice and sentence composition, pretty much. No one's stupid. Like, don't, like, that's one of my pet peeves. Don't talk to me like I'm fucking stupid. Don't ever do that. Like, no. Show some respect. Obviously, if we're sitting here having a conversation of the magnitude that we're having, we're on some kind of equal footing as far as knowledge is concerned. You can educate me, but you're not gonna talk to me like I'm stupid.
That nigga said, I'm gonna do both.
That's exactly what this is. You trying to talk to him like he's stupid, and you're strong arming
your
him.
job, and I was like, ain't no way, ain't no way.
Like you're trying to strong arm this man. You're trying to scare him that, oh my goodness, he might take me into court legally or whatever the case may be. Scare me of being sued. Maybe I shouldn't do this story. No, that's not how this works. He's not defaming your name here. This is a actual piece of fact, or at least this is what was told to him. He's coming to you to confirm or deny the fact or opinion, and you refuse to confirm or deny what your own team that you hired said about you. If I know anything about law, or not even law, if I understand anything in the world, right? I'll put it this way. Let's make it more simple, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's say I come to you, twin, and I said, yo, your man pulled up on me and got me jumped. You said, what? Hold on. Let me go check on that. You go talk to your homie. You said, yo, my twin just said that y'all jumped him. Did you jump him? He said, what? Really? You know you can't speak about that, right? You're like, what are you talking about? You said you have no right to be talking about jumping this man that you speak of. What are you talking about? He just came and told me that my peoples jumped him. I'm coming to you to see if he lying. What are you talking about? Like, do you know that it's not right for you? What are you talking about right now? It's a yes or no thing. It's a yes or no thing.
Quite literally cut and dry, bruh. That was a cut and dry question that he gave you. And if we're being perfectly honest, you got a very, very, very good reporter. Because anybody else,
Bro.
or should I say Coffeezilla as a whole, because anybody else, they would have called you. They would have asked you for this shit. They would have went to somebody else who would have told them.
Right.
And then they would have came to you to see if you was lying about it.
But you came
Because
to the source directly.
But you finna sit here in my face and lie even though I know I got the truth already? Or you just gonna tell me what happened?
Well, so not that even that. Like, even if you was lying, the least you could have done would have been like, nah, they're lying. Right. You're not even doing that. You're sitting there as you know that as a reporter, you have to verify the truth. I'm verifying with you. It's about you, so I'm verifying with you. You know I can take you to court. You ain't had to say it. That's pretty much what you said. Like I don't know what you thought was going to happen when you said that. I'm going to continue doing what I'm doing. Because even if you take me to court, the court will see that he heard something about you. So he came to you to verify. And you took him to court?
He came to you to verify to save you.
But you took him to court.
And you took that opportunity because you knew you lied.
Listen to the exact words I'm saying.
I'm listening.
I have no comment on the situation.
No, please, no. He is not.
Your job legally is to report facts. Correct. If you don't report facts on the information you're given,
he is me.
It is illegal.
Yes, that was a real conversation with a real person. Now,
that's what happened.
He is me. Because the way he looked back and then looked back at the camera, I was like, bitch, are you talking to me like I'm dumb?
I'm telling you.
I don't know what my job is.
I'm
an
telling
investigative reporter. I went to college.
Bro.
I have a degree. You telling me I don't know what my job is? You know, I don't know what the legal aspects of my job are. Let's be clear. I'm doing this to save you some hassle.
Bro.
Because if I found someone who was lying, you're welcome. If I found someone who knows the truth and you can go talk to them about it and they don't do what I'm about to do but worse,
right,
you're welcome. But no, you want to be a dick to me because I'm the one who called you.
So the funny part is, after all that, I'm still not done. So this happens.
Insane.
And we come to find out that we also have a CryptoZoo advisor on the team. Jake the Crypto King. Someone that has advised Logan on previous projects also.
He sound made up.
Yeah, he sound made up, but who knows? long story short, he's a fake crypto guru, but you know, we'll get into that. Even though when he got interviewed by Coffeezilla, Jake pretty much said that Eddie's the reason all this didn't work.
Crazy.
Right? He says Eddie didn't pay the people.
Eddie. Like we didn't think he
or
was
whatever.
made.
Like this is all Eddie Ibanez's fault.
Boy, keep Eddie name out your mouth.
But the thing is, from what Coffeezilla has investigated and found out, even after Logan kicked Eddie off the team, the same problem still persisted. There was another dev team that was brought in to fix CryptoZoo, which quit a month later because they weren't getting paid.
A month later, a month of not getting paid as a dev is so long.
Mind you,
I feel cotton picking ass mine.
From what Coffeezilla found, they got paid to get onto the project. And of course, they started doing their work. They went a month without hearing anything else about being paid. They quit and then got their money the day after they quit. So, mind you, all the way up until this day, CryptoZoo is still fucking broken. People's money is stuck in the matrix. And being that at this point they're making enemies, there's a whistleblower that's worked in CryptoZoo that sent screenshots of this group chat between Logan, Jeff Levin, his manager, Eddie Ibanez, and Mr. Crypto King himself. It dated 6 months before the initial announcement of them talking about CryptoZoo. Now, according to these screenshots, you know, they had a lot of projections of what kind of money could be made from this whole thing. Like I said, if you want more in-depth dissection of these text messages, watch episode 3 in this series. Once again, the playlist is in the description. And they originally wanted to do pre-sale, to pre-sale the coin. But the whole thing about that is, you know, you can get caught up in litigation with like SEC with stuff like that. So what they actually did was, on June 11th, 2021, they had a stealth launch where literally them four and Logan's assistant bought up a whole bunch of Zoo coin that pushed up the market cap up to like 120 mil.
Be fucking for real.
Oh, I'm serious. Once again, there's a better explanation in the video. Coffeezilla is way more experienced at this, as well as more knowledgeable on this. So if it sounds crazy, you can confirm with him. But then Mr. Jake the Crypto King is in the chat, in the group chat, talking about how there's this bot that has bought up some of the coin, and it's fun to watch him work, and that he went off and sold all the coin. He's talking about the bot. But then Jeff comes in the chat like, what the fuck are you talking about? How can we stop this from happening? Because when it happened, the market cap went down from 120 mil to 26.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
That's so much.
Yeah.
26?
And Jake is like, you know, I just had this asshole just sold out all his shit or whatever the case is. Jake is just out here having fun, talking about he's watching the events of CryptoZoo and the stealth launch and all that kinds of stuff. Then Logan comes in the chat like, no, fuck your buddy. How the hell did anybody get to buy this coin when only 5 of us knew about it? How are there 30 token holders right now? And Jake just out here talking fishy. So what originally happened is when they had like the actual like coin market launch, I'm assuming they had that happen in September and whatnot, before the actual like game launch to happen in November. Is whoever was there for the stealth launch, they had a new version of the coin. Whoever had stealth coins, they transferred that into the new coin and gave you your money back. But the thing is, some people got banned, including Jake's Wallace. So Jake mad, that boy lit, all kinds of stuff, talking crazy, calling Logan a scam artist, he don't care about his community, blah, blah, blah. But the thing about it is, you call him a scam artist, but from the research of Coffeezilla, come to find out that both Eddie Ibanez and Jake the Crypto King was out here selling their coin on the open market, getting profit back. From what I remember hearing is, Jake pulled out $6 million from this shit, and Eddie Ibanez pulled out 1.7. No one else sold.
Oh wow.
You hired these con artists and they played your ass, Logan. They played you. That's what happened. They played you, they left you here with a broken game. You out of $7.7 million of cryptocurrency that could have been yours. It played the game, the cards were played right. And now a whole bunch of your followers have hundreds and thousands of dollars stuck in the matrix of what CryptoZoo is. And everybody is mad because the thing is, Logan, of course, is running around telling us, oh, it ain't me. There's these bad actors. I got fucked over too. Blase, blase, blah. But the thing is, you have all your fans here who put money into your NFT project because it had your name on it. What did you do for them? Nothing. You didn't give nobody an update. You didn't tell them, I'm sorry to tell y'all, but CryptoZoo's been having some problems. We're working on our end to get stuff fixed. The moment we can get stuff on the right road, we'll let y'all know. None of that. You did none of it. Not one bit of it. You were quiet the whole time. And he says that he was quiet apparently because there was criminal investigations and stuff in the background or whatever the case is, but whatever. You want to know how bad it is, twin? You want to know how bad it is?
Christ, bro. It get worse?
From what Logan said on his second response, I'm going to talk about the first response in a second. His second response was on an episode of the Impulsive Podcast, and he even talked about on that podcast that there was things that he learned about his own team through Coffeezilla's series. Now, here's my thing. In the first response that he had, he posted a video. It's now deleted.
Of course.
I'll tell you why it's deleted. In the first response, he spends the whole video talking about how Coffeezilla is a slimy reporter who does not know how to do his job correctly, and that he's out for clickbait and clout chasing, pretty much. And Logan makes this point in his video how you love to keep the lead developer's name secret, but come to find out the name is Blase Blah, because I don't remember the name, and that he has a rap sheet and a love for wearing jumpsuits. And I paused the video, mind you, because I was there when it dropped. I was watching the video, so you guys don't have to, for everyone listening. I paused the video and said, these are my exact words. Logan, you thought you ate? You thought you ate?
He did.
You really thought you ate? Because you're saying about how this man has a criminal record and that Coffeezilla failed to bring that through in his series. But I'm like, here's the thing. Coffeezilla didn't hire that man to make a code for his NFT project. You did. You did that. Coffeezilla didn't hire Eddie Ibanez. You did that. You let your team do that. Why didn't you not vet the people you were putting on your NFT staff correctly? Tell me that. Why did you not correctly background check the people that you're putting on your team to represent you? Because at the end of the day, and this is my main breakdown of this whole situation. At the end of the day, Mr. Logan Paul, your name is on this project. Plenty people bought this Zoo coin because your name is connected to it. You're the one that was out here in the streets and in these podcasts and on all these promo tours pushing CryptoZoo. Your face is connected to it, so it's your responsibility to try and get shit working. It does not matter if you weren't the one with the hands on the source code. It does not matter if you're not the one who made the promises to pay the man. They're working for you. You're responsible for it. The same way a CEO of a company is responsible for every single person that works in his building. You understand? And this is where I say that I don't think Logan Paul was scamming anyone. I believe Logan Paul bit off way more than he could chew. He got played and would not take accountability of him getting played. He just wanted to play, oh, woe is me. It's not my fault. I was the one who got fucked over. Everyone should be crying for me and all this kinds of stuff. Whether you got played or not, you have to take responsibility and accountability that, yo, this is my fault. People that I hired, I unfortunately missed the part that they love scamming people. They scammed me. Or you don't even have to say all that. You let the people know that there's some things that happen with the project that unfortunately is slowing the whole process and messing it up. So we're doing what we can on our end to right the wrongs. And as soon as we have an update, we will let Sean know. This is your project. It's important for you to be communicating with the people that supported your project. It was not Eddie Ibanez's. It was not Crypto King's. It was not Jeff Levin's. It wasn't Mario's. It wasn't Donkey Kong's. It was yours. Don't matter who did what. You're the founder. You're the head of this shit. It's on you. That's why not everybody's made to be an entrepreneur. Because the thing about it is, yeah, money is great. Owning things is great. But the thing is, when you start something, you're responsible for what goes down. You have to take responsibility whether it's good, bad, or ugly. And that part, I don't think Logan understood at the time. So he had to get smacked in the face with something like this for him to understand that.
My thing is, bro, it's okay to stick to what you're good at. It is.
It's perfectly fine.
It's okay to stick with what you're good at. Look at what your brother doing. Foolishness. Stick to foolishness.
Bro, facts.
Foolishness is literally lining your pockets. You're getting paid for idiocracy. Respectfully, stick to it. Like, what?
And mind you, in this first response, he went as far as to call Coffeezilla a slimy fuck and that he was going to sue him for defamation.
What?
Which now, like I said, the video is deleted because as of 2 days ago, he deleted the video and apologized to Coffeezilla. Which, from my account, through all of this, still hasn't come out and had any accountability of the situation. And this is what I'm talking about. I don't think Logan Paul is a bad dude. I think he's a pretty decent guy from what I've seen. He ain't out here committing SA. He ain't out here cussing people out. Like, he ain't doing none of those stuff. But he is a spoiled brat to a certain extent. There's a thing about people like that, especially spoiled kids on the internet, is you grew up doing this thing. Because according to Logan, he's been doing this internet thing since he was 8 years old, or at least trying to. He's been obsessed with it. The thing about that is, when you live this internet stuff, there are certain things of reality that gets warped for you. Perfect example of something like this. The clip of Aiden being on stream with I don't remember his name. What's Zia's buddy name again? Forget his name. It doesn't matter. He's on stream with buddy. and they're talking about Americans' average work yearly wage, and this man Aiden said $100,000.
Oh, I remember that stupid shit.
You thought the average American had an $100,000 yearly salary?
Mm-hmm. And he was dead at.
It was so serious, so serious,
And he was
so
so
serious. He's like,
afterwards.
hell nah, bro. It's like 30, 40. He's like, you gotta be playing. No, there's no way. The thing about some kids that tend to be really into this internet stuff, and this is all they do, and even worse, when they get successful of it, reality gets warped for you. You think Logan had a regular, realistic, common sense mind when he thought going into that suicide forest was going to be a fire vlog idea? No. He ain't got the mind that we have because we ain't been through the experience that he has. All the crazy stuff he used to do on the vlogs, all that. Nah, bro. He ain't built like us, like the rest of us. That's just it. His mind is warped. It's different. And another thing that comes with the spoiled stuff is entitlement. He's used to things just working for him. He hopped into this NFT thing because he thought it was fire, so he thought it was automatically just gonna work. There's more work that goes into that. You didn't vet and background check the people that you was gonna put on the project correctly, so you let half of your main team come in here being con men, and they swindled you.
And that's why I said, bro, stick to what you know. It's okay to learn things, but don't dive headfirst into new ventures, especially when you are someone that you are. And motherfuckers is always looking to scam somebody that don't know what the fuck they're doing, especially if they have money.
Mm-hmm.
And you just made that unnecessarily easy for them.
Unnecessarily. Because I'm like, if Coffeezilla can find this stuff out, you think you couldn't?
Right.
Easily. If you took your time with the project and not tried to rush it out, because, oh my God, it's such an amazing project. It's one of the best projects I've ever made. Like, it's going to top everything that I've ever done. Like, that, that's the way he does his press shit. So I'm like, if that's what you really thought, you would take time to really try to execute this. So you look at the people that you're about to hire. Just look at them. There's no reason.
You, if anything, bro, let's say you not a hands-on person when it comes to your ventures like that. You just trust your team to hire who they know you would want to be there. In this situation, I don't give a fuck how much I trust my team. I'm in every interview.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
If I'm not in every interview, I'm reviewing everything before them niggas can even get to an interview. If you getting yes or no before you get to see somebody, it's by me.
Shoot, if anything, your manager got you set up. That boy Jeff.
Yeah,
that boy Jeff did his job sloppily. If he's the one who brought Eddie on the team, he played you crazy.
If Jeff still work for you, you want
he does. He does. Because on the second response that he had on the Impulsive episode where they're talking about this whole situation, he had Jeff come in on a extra mic to talk about the situation also.
Hey, Jeff, all my homies hate Jeff. Except one thug, free slime.
Oh my lord, bro. Listen, at the end of the day, I do not believe this is a scam. I know a lot of people on the internet is running with this claim, and who knows? This is YouTube, so Coffeezilla probably try to frame this as a scam just to get some extra clicks. But once again, even Coffeezilla talks about it in his series. Jeff didn't sell, and Logan didn't sell, and his assistant didn't sell. Eddie and Jake did. The scammers did. They played your shit. Because from what I know, Jeff and Logan didn't make no money from this. Only scammers did. So, I don't think this is a scam. I do believe that this is a spoiled kid who just assumed that this shit was gonna work out for him and didn't necessarily put in the work into the project that he was supposed to. So now he has to do damage control and do this thing right. So hopefully everybody who put money in the CryptoZoo, when it finally gets fixed, gets what they deserve. Because $2.5 million worth of eggs on the first day alone is crazy.
It's insane.
So hopefully they get their money's worth whenever it does get fixed. If it gets fixed, I hope Logan really learned from this. And at the end of the day, don't jump into anything too quick, y'all. Please. Don't jump into anything too crazy without looking into it first. Because if it's something that you know nothing about, study it a little bit. Just a little bit. Get your general bearings. If you know people who's in the scene or have done whatever that you're looking into before, talk to them. You know what I'm saying? Just do your basic background research into whatever you want to get into before you end up like Logan Paul, bro. Or Jake Paul. You know, that man tried to launch a whole university on how to make viral content twice. Both of joints didn't work.
You don't start a masterclass like everybody else, you dummy.
Yeah, boy, that joint was ridiculous. I can never think about Jake Paul being a mentor for me ever. Imagine.
I don't want him to think about being a mentor for anyone, honestly.
Shit.
That nigga need a mentor his damn self.
Bro. Yeah, therapist, like a real good one. Like,
facts.
One that'll break through to him crazy. Well, I mean, nowadays, I guess he's in the right position because he's just running around challenging people to boxing fights. So maybe a blunt force trauma might wake him up sooner or later like that.
Maybe.
Hey, bro, it's a different way of beating sense into somebody. Oh my goodness. But yeah, that's the big stuff that's happened while we've been gone. Oh man, if there's anything else, we'll probably catch up on it in the next episode, of course, next Sunday, 1 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific.
Flip that.
Huh?
Flip them times.
Or did I say 1 p.m. Eastern? I definitely did. Then 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific. I was about to sell y'all. I ain't gonna hold you.
Y'all was gonna be pissed.
y'all gonna be here 3 hours early. Like, what's going on?
You just want me to sit here? I mean, you don't have to. Like,
yeah, I'm saying. Oh, but I mean, you got anything else, Twin? Anything you got on your sleeve since we've been gone? We've been gone. That might have just got the whole episode clapped. I'm sorry.
damn. Whose song is that? Kelly Clarkson? You definitely just got us clapped.
God damn it, bro.
Not play about her shit, bruh.
Man.
Kelly, please.
Hey,
Please.
bro. W deleted episode. Oh my goodness.
What do I have under my sleeve? I mean, nothing for real. If you've been in the Twitch streams,
That's tough.
you
I
know,
mean,
in the Twitch streams, you know what I'm finna get ready to do. So,
hey,
let's follow y'all.
shoot. Hey, speaking of which, then tell the people what you into.
It's just like it's a surprise for them, even. So, like, I can't even really say nothing about it.
Oh, y'all got a surprise coming. Oh.
I know, obviously, like said, put in his lovely announcement for the both of us. we have a movie night after we leave here. We watching a classic because we, as a community, when I say as a community, I mean like us, like me and my. We talk about how Chris Brown got hoed and stomped the yard.
In 12 seconds.
God, like they hyped that movie up. If Stomp the Yard is not above, like below your time, or should I say
Before your time.
There we go. If Stomp the Yard is not before your time, bruh, then in the trailers when this movie was coming out, we thought Chris Brown was going to be a main character, and spoiler alert, that nigga died in the first 15 minutes of the movie.
Not even 15. That might have been 10. 7.
It might have been 10, honestly.
That boy Chris Brown started the movie off giving the dance of his life, and then his life was gone.
And if you ain't never seen Stomp the Yard, that wasn't a spoiler. That movie came out over a decade ago.
Over a decade ago. Almost 2 decades ago.
Facts, bruh.
It's been 16 years.
Sick.
So
that were born in that year are 16 years old. Anyway, that's all we rock. Kids, bruh. Streams are back, obviously, because if you were over there, you would know what I was doing. We bringing back family nights because your girl got a new laptop, so now I can do shit with y'all and whatnot. And even when we're not watching anything, we just in there. You feel me? We bringing back tarot card readings. So if you want one, ask. I'm charging for them now, though. It's only like $1. You got $1. Somewhere.
Look in the couch. You'll find some quarters.
It's cool. But yeah, just let me know what you want, and I give you your pricing list and whatnot. I'm not gonna scam you, but yeah.
That's funny. Oh, I guess that means it's my turn. Videos, y'all. Videos. If y'all not subscribed to the Cedric the Gamer YouTube channel, I don't know what to tell you. That's where I'm at now. And that's really the main place I'm at. We got a community tab and everything, so really, y'all getting everything from my YouTube channel. I'm not gonna hold you. Everything from my YouTube channel, my social media afterward also. Although y'all gonna get y'all little clips here and there, of course. Like, I'm about to get in my editing bag. The series is going to be popping up left and right all throughout this year. I mean, from here on out, actually. I'm about to get in my YouTuber bag. So if you're a fan of gaming, if you're a fan of me, if you at least find me entertaining or funny in any sense of the word, go subscribe to the Cedric the Gamer YouTube channel. That channel's about to be popping. I'm talking about I might be doing 3 series at the same time. We're gonna be seeing how my life is looking, and if I'm not too busy, we'll do 3 at a time. If I am getting busy, we'll be doing 2. But at the end of the day, y'all getting minimum 2 video game series at a time. Come on now, we pushing. And from there, we gonna have YouTube Shorts popping. I'm trying to get some TikToks together. I'm gonna be out here creating content.
You're not ready for what we doing this year.
So
you're not.
If you're a supporter of mine and you've been wondering where the content at, I don't want to hear nothing in about a week or so. In about a week or so, you're gonna have nothing but it. You might get tired of hearing my voice. I ain't gonna hold you. So definitely stay tuned. Follow me on social media. Follow the YouTube channels. Subscribe to the Braincast. Subscribe to the Juice YouTube channel if you haven't done it already. If anything, just check the link trees down below. They'll give you all the links you should follow. Hit both of them. Follow them. Stuff is coming this year. We want you guys to be a part of it. We'll love for y'all to be here for the ride, because it's definitely going to be a fun one. And I mean, with that being said, you got anything else, Twin?
See y'all at movie night.
Yeah, that is episode 39 of the Braincast. Smart asses with smart mouths. We appreciate y'all. Wish y'all a wonderful 2023. Would love to see y'all throughout it. And we'll catch y'all on the next episode. Peace.
Yay.